Well, hello. It's Wellness Wednesday again, and I came today unadvertised. So, this is a surprise for you. Yes, we are live, and this is a surprise for you. Sometimes life gets in the way, and I have been thinking about what the topic for today would be, and it just resonated with me that everything comes down to relationships, communication, and love in life. Do you agree with me? So let me know in the comments below if you're joining me live or you're joining me on the replay. And whenever there's something in your mind popping up that you're curious about, make comments, and that way I can see what is there for you and we can create a conversation. So the topic for today, I felt that was relationships. So which one do you think is the most important relationship to be working on? Is it the relationship that we have with others, with our parents, with our kids, with our partners, or is it the relationship that we have with ourselves? So I'm bringing this topic today because there's now that I have my children at home, back at home after a very long time, this has been the major conversation going around, and also the conversation that I have with clients, that I see conversations on Facebook, on different groups of women who are in menopause, or women who are empty nesters, or women who are working towards better self-care, women after 50. This is the main topic and the main struggle that I see that everybody's dealing with. In one way or another, we have to relate with others, but it's in the measure that we relate to ourselves, how we relate to others. So for many, many years, I thought it was the other way around. Nobody teaches us how to create a better relationship with ourselves, right? So I was thinking, like, it's so important to know who we are in each moment of every moment that we're living. So in coaching, we say that we are all ages at every age, right? So here I am, 55 years old, and maybe you're 40, maybe you're 50, whatever your age is. You're at your age, but also you're personifying some stage of, some version of you when you're at the table, at the dining table with your family, or maybe with your partner, maybe in an outing, in a relationship, and you're in a date. So you're another version of you. You're another version of you when you're at your job. You're another version of you when you are trying to communicate with your parents. You're another version of you when you go out and play soccer game, or tennis, or golf, or working out, right? So we are always being in conflict sometimes because we like some parts of ourselves, but we don't like some parts of ourselves doing other things. And those are patterns that we have learned, and we live in constant conflict. So what I have been understanding is that through the years we grow and we accept certain parts of us, we create certain habits, and that's who we become. But sometimes we adopt patterns and things from others that we don't really like, or we just learn those patterns because that kept us safe. So whether we like it or not, those patterns were safe, and that's okay. But the conflict comes when we're unhappy. And I feel a lot of women in menopause, we're struggling, right? And in midlife, and then you're feeling all alone, and all of a sudden you're here all by yourself, struggling with all these versions of you that you're not happy. And that way, that's why it's so, we fear so much to be lonely or to feel alone, because then we're all alone with no one to talk to, no one to blame anything about ourselves, and now we have to face ourselves. And that creates a big fear, a big blockage. But guess what? In doing that and allowing that and understanding that, you create freedom within yourself, because you accept that it's not the loneliness or being alone that you fear. It's who you will face that you have not faced before, that you were kind of hiding from, just behind being a parent, just behind being in a relationship with someone, just behind being a daughter, just behind working a lot of hours, and a lot of people are workaholic, or just behind even alcohol, right? So we hide ourselves from being with ourselves. But let me tell you something. When you start learning to create a new relationship with you and forgive those parts of you and forgive those thoughts you have of you, and understanding each version of you, maybe in some parts you're acting as your 3-year-old, in some other times you're acting as your adolescent, like your 13-year-old, like you're rebellious, right? Fighting. Maybe in other sections of your life you are your best 20-year-old, and maybe in other parts you are in battle, like in your 50s you're in battle with all those parts. So that's why I think menopause comes with a roller coaster of emotions, a roller coaster of symptoms, roller coaster of fears. But when we start learning these things, and you start making peace with all the little parts of who you are, those little versions of you, then it just brings so much peace of mind, and it also brings liberating energy. And then you can channel that energy to more creativity, because you're no longer worried about things. You're not worried or living in fear, anxiety and depression. You're just liberating all that, and now you have a lot of energy that you can focus on creating and building something for your life, for the rest of your life, because now you're more stable. Now you have worked on patterns and habits that you're making peace with, and that gives like a birth to a newborn baby. So I like to say this because it's like adventuring in learning who you are and why you act the way you act right now, learning your patterns, understanding yourself to give peace of mind and no longer fight with yourself. And that is like, again, like giving birth to a newborn baby who has not filled with anything. This newborn baby, look at the babies. They are born so happy with this big smile on their face, not worrying and fearing about anything, because nobody has yet put things in his mind. So that is what we need to do. We need to be happy, resolve all those issues, so we unbecome those patterns, kind of go back and unbecome, so that we can be like blank slate, like Joe Dispenza says, make peace with all the parts, then unbecome all your patterns so that you can become the best version of you. So it's like emptying a dishwasher. It's like starting a new day, right? Every day has new possibilities. Every day has new options. Are we carrying with all our problems from the day before to the next morning? Or are you dumping everything? Are you setting your mind for clearing, for sleeping better, for resting, so that you can start the morning with new possibilities and a new version of you. Every day we have the opportunity to do that. And guess what? Our cells are also doing that. They are regenerating. But everything that we do in our health, in our breathing patterns, in our exercise, in our sleeping well, all those things are helping us regenerate good, healthy cells in our body. So our brain also has cells. So we need to oxygenate all those. We need to recycle our cells. We are birthing new cells all the time, but we need to create the habits, the structure, the health, the mindset in order to get that better version of you that you are waiting for. So middle age and menopause are the perfect time to make peace with all those, learn about those struggles and confront them, and go and fear and go into the battleship of learning more about yourself, because in that interaction you will learn so much. I have been working on myself for so long, and every conversation I have with people, I have a better understanding of how the world works, how women think, how men think, and how we interact. And I think it all boils down to love, connection, conversation, and being true to ourselves. Because when we're true to ourselves and we allow others, when we have conversations, we also make more meaning and more understanding about ourselves. But when we hide and when we do not express what we feel, then it's like we're felt so alone and lonely, right? But we are doing it on ourselves. So I invite you to build a new relationship with yourself. Allow yourself to have conversations with your relatives, with your people, with a coach. And if that coach is me, if you resonate with me, I would love to open a conversation with you. Allow yourself to have a conversation with me and see what is possible for you. I feel that the more confident we live life, the better we can do, and there are more possibilities and dreams we can make true to ourselves, our families, and leave a legacy of success. My purpose and my mission in life is to create a healthy lifestyle and a way of living that I can leave for my grandchildren. I don't know about you guys, but maybe you here listening to this message today, maybe that deep down, that is also what you want. So if you'd like to create a better, healthy relationship with yourself, feel more confident in your body, have the energy and the vitality that you want to live a quality life that you deserve, I invite you to have a conversation. And don't leave it for tomorrow. September, as I have been mentioning, September is a magical month for transformation, for changes. Allow this month to help you become the best version of you. And for December, it's like, hey, I made these changes and I feel so much better. Maybe it's just opening a little window of a mindset shift that will allow you to make new changes, new actions, create new habits so that you can be the version of you that you so much desire. This is my message for me to do to you with all my heart, and sending it much love and light for you for better tomorrows. So I am creating also a group that is going to be called Wellness Conversations for the Better Feeling Women. If you want to be included in this group, it's going to be magical. I'm going to be inviting a lot of women that are in the wellness, in the wellness sphere, right? We're all talking about different aspects of wellness because we're all women and we all struggle with different parts. So you will have a perspective from all spectrums of women, learning how to become a better version of ourselves. And it's going to be magical. And this is going to be an opportunity for you to also be on Zoom live with us, interacting and asking questions. And it's not going to be only from me, but it's going to be from a group of women. So I am so excited for this. And if you want to be invited to be a speaker, or if you want to be invited as a group participant, or you want to invite other friends to come along, let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to write you down on the list as soon as I create this group and as soon as I start creating these conversations. I will put you on the list so that you can be the next one to help me, because I believe that together we can do more. So I'm no longer doing a lot of the things alone. I'm searching to partner with other friends, with co-workers, with clients, that everybody has something to say. So I want to open up this as a group for women to be able to express and to teach and to learn as well. So I'm super excited about this new journey. And if you want to join me in this new journey of conversations for better relationships, then let me know in the comments and I'll sign you up in the list so you're one of the first ones on. Thank you so much for watching, and blessings for you today. Bye-bye.